Hey folks, welcome back to Little Howtown Plays Demoncrawl. Last episode we beat the first quest on normal, and at the end of the episode we unlocked the second quest, and today we are just going to jump straight into it. Let's make sure that we have our perk on. It is this one, destroy the first omen you receive. See you, man. Looks like we're going to be starting off at the farm. Let's do this. Health right away. What's this guy want? I do not want to pay you to move. I feel like we've got this level in the bag already. Better than nothing. I suppose that is the case. So I am trying new recording software. Because I had an audio desync issue with our first episode. And hopefully this takes care of it. Not really into the whole idea of post-processing and all that shenaniganery. I am a fool. And did the exact opposite of what I needed to do there. So we took a 2 hit, gained 5 defense every 30 turns. Yeah, I feel like you have to use that pretty late in the run in order for it to not end up really affecting you negatively. Well, that was simple enough. Frankie of Shadows has appeared. We are going to leave him here, and we are not going to use this adrenaline needle right away. We only have 3 cents. We're going to save this shop. Let's see. Heading to the grotto next. Oops. Almost took another point of damage for no reason there. But that's alright. So I went back and took a peek at the first couple of runs that we put down on tape. Run on omen item. I think we just want to open that right away, right? Let's get a thing. Ritual chalk. Until you make a mistake, spawn a familiar in target cell each turn. Sure. The target cell will be this one? I honestly don't know how this is going to play out for us. So that's immediately over because I mismarked a thing. We are down to 1 health and have almost died. The rune bat, and we have overmarked tiles somewhere in here, so let's just go back very slowly and not die. Hey, look at that. We didn't quite die yet. We still only have 4 cents. This run is looking pretty shaky. Pretty bad start to the day, I'd say. But we must press onward, so onward we will go. Hopefully we can recharge our item that spawns familiars in a fairly short amount of time. Looks like we're getting there already. And we'll try to get some more help from them. Let's pick up these coins. I think this is the only way that you can solve... Yep. That area there. Going back and watching the first couple of videos, I realized I was doing the thing I generally do, which is talk very quickly. And I was using a lot of filler ums. And I eventually ended up getting on my own nerves. And I have died. So let's go ahead and just restart again. Illusory whenever you lose a life flag or unflag a number of random cells equal to the life lost. Okay. Well, let's just try to make not mistakes. So we can have a very different experience of this run. Rerolls mods on a selected stage. Interesting. Doesn't help us with this level. Wait, does it? No, you have to have a stage selected. So, I think that means I can only do it at the loadout screen. There are some items that seems only work at that point in the game. And I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure this is one of those. I also realized every time I started talking on any type of tangent, I ended up making mistakes. which is not great. Definitely put our life in jeopardy more than once, just trying to have a conversation with y'all. Just gonna try to clean that up a little bit too. Holding back on the store, onto the alcove. 17 monsters.
Hello.
And a fairly small board. Look at all of that stuff. I'm opening these boxes. Legendary. Big wallets. Extra items. I love the agency. Alright, we picked up our first negative in a chest. Your defense is capped to the minimum stage power. Alright, we have no option. Like, you can click away from this, but like... Wait. That's right! We got our special ability to kick in. The first omen we receive is negated. So that did nothing to us. I am a fan of this new perk. Basically what I was saying is there's no way to avoid it. Once it's been revealed, you have picked it up automatically. It can be a frustrating mechanic in the game sometimes, but it doesn't feel totally unfair. Like, you know, going into opening chests, whether or not you really want to gamble. Ooh, a 6-banger. What did you do? 5 apples for a quarter? So that's 5 individual 1 health heals. And that's not weak sauce. And we are going to be 1 gold short. I probably would have done it too. Anyways, let's get out of here and keep moving. Globe-trotting through 20 levels. What are we going to get for that? 5 tokens. So we've got a rite of passage here. And we've got the grotto. Let's take the rite of passage right away. Well, I'm kind of glad we didn't spend the money. Vitality 2 max life is very good. But that just increases this number and doesn't fill them. Plus 2 defense is excellent. And I think we're going to take it. Yeah. 2 defense. This is going to be the first game we've laid down on tape. To use an antiquated term that actually makes no sense because everything's digital. That we have defense, which is going to be wonderful. So this 2 here, if I get hit for 2, I'm going to block for 2, so it'll minimum, like, basically bottoms out to 1 damage, which is excellent. Really glad we negated that. Negated the first omen. It's going to end up being pretty strong for us on this run. It's something in this game that always has me thinking is I wonder how much agency I had in the last run. $6 more is fine. What are you doing? Money and I'll fight for you? I don't think we need his help this early in the game. But I could eat my words here very shortly. Hubris. May be interested in teaching me a lesson right now. So not these. Oh, I bought him. I didn't mean to. Well, whatever. Clicking too fast. Well, I hate this. Do I have any way to not guess right now? 3 extra items in the shop is going to be lovely. So 2 of these 3, but only 1 of these 2. So definitely this one, and then we're just guessing. We guessed correctly. And didn't take damage, so that's great. We're still a couple clicks away from leveling up. We did once already. Yeah, this Destroy the First Omen was just great. So we have a stage mod. Nomads everywhere. Nomads don't really bother me. This is the nomadic Hello. And we're blocking all of the potential damage down to 1 right now. So it should be pretty safe. I'm imagining it's safe.
Hello.
Hello. I do like it when that dude greets me.
Hello.
Oh, hello again. Legendaries are a quarter. We can't hold more than 1, and we already have 1, and we like ours just fine. One thing that hasn't come up, I would say, in an organic way as we were playing through our first couple of runs in this series, is that I'm super interested in game design. I think it's fascinating. Oh boy. I think it's fascinating. An apple for 13 is not as good as 5 apples for a quarter. 18 coin legendary is better, but I want to save my money for the shop. One of the points of interest in a game like this that does contain a lot of randomness is where is the player agency? and how much is a player given agency in the game? Like how much on the whims of fates are things decided? The Liar. Reduce the selected stage's monster count by 5. Seems like a great item. Once things start getting tricky, we'll be super interested in using that to basically mellow out the intensity of some of these unsolvable corners. And we're clear. We didn't need to buy anything. It's 3 legendaries and an apple. And we really don't want that stuff. We have so many... I don't know why we get a... This is a strange time bonus. I don't know why that comes up sometimes and not others. It was really funny. I was watching the video. Like, the game's not timed, and then up here there's a timer. Absolutely, the game is timed. It's just not a lot of it. Not a lot of the game is run on that number. I know there are some things that definitely utilize the timer. But let's go ahead and continue. So one aspect of conversation that I'm interested in getting into is game design choices that were made. I really like the way agency is incorporated in things with a lot of randomness. Alright, so we're not blocking all the damage from here. We could get hit for 2. But with 21 coins and 6 items available in the shop, I still think I'd like to be richer. And things have been going okay. We could have used our magic items to reduce the monster count in this level a little bit. And that might have been the right play. But ifs and buts for candies or nuts, or whatever that line is. Has to be, must be. I have to focus a little bit here. This is not great territory. I'm not seeing solves in the patterns that are being presented at the moment. So what am I gonna do? Is there anything we can do? No, not really. Rerolls mods on a selected stage? I don't think I want a mod to pop up right now. And I don't think it'll work from this part of the screen anyways. So it's pretty likely one of those. And pretty well, what are you gonna do? So we took 2 damage, which means we got hit for max. And hopefully that just means we can finish this board out after taking 1 lick, which wouldn't be the end of the world. We will pick up the coins. I am a fool. So one of the things that I'm on the fence about in this game is how different this looks from this. It's just basically like another piece of information you have to remember. I talked a little bit about how I like to play Minesweepers, kind of glazing over and relaxing the eyes to see the patterns kind of without a lot of conscious thought. So you can think about other things, for instance, having a conversation with you while we're playing. Okay, well that's pretty random what shop item we're going to get for free, because there's going to be 6 of them available, unless we buy out the store, which seems pretty unlikely. We are not rich. Okay. So we are down to 1 health, which is horrific, and we may end up losing this run as well. And that would be not great. But I don't play this game because it's easy. We got out of there. Oh, also we had a heart that we could have picked up. Don't be a fool. An object is anything on the stage board. You've filled me right out on the details. Alright, let's get out of here. And keep a move on. So with 30 coins and such little health, and this having max life problems, I am going to the first store. And maybe one of these items will be good enough to buy. We can actually buy 2 items. Let's look at the expensive stuff first. Spawn a familiar whenever you collect the diamonds. Not the worst. At the start of each stage, gain a 10-second timer. There's the timing. After it expires, reveal random cells equal to the number of turns made during the timer. That is a mouthful, and I think it's too complicated for me to use with any great effect. We want that. We want 4 souls. Real bad. Can we make it happen? I'm just buying that without even reading the other stuff, because we can afford one of these other 15 or 6 cost items. Guaranteed objects spawn inside bubbles. I don't think that was helpful when we had it. It was just kind of novel. I don't think I'm willing to spend money on it. Whenever you consume an item, gain 50 mana. So that would help us recharge the lyre. That might not be bad. And we are going to be using this scroll pretty much, I think, immediately on the next level. Hungry plants are more common. You may right-click a hungry plant to feed it the last item in your inventory. What's the last item going to be? Receive a random shop item for free. Do I want any of these items that badly? Honestly, I don't think so. So let's... I might want this, but now I can't afford it. I could use it, but it's like a 1 in 5 chance that I would get this item for free. I think the exclamation point here means that we haven't had it before, which makes sense because I don't recognize a lot of this stuff, from our current playthrough at least. Let's just go. Let's get straight into the level, but let's use our magic item to reduce the count. And is this based on turns? 100 cells. So let's deploy it. Let's just start. So I revealed what must be 40 cells. 20? At least 20. I have no idea. I'm literally estimating. And I only got 1 on the progress meter here. Whereas I just opened 1 there and I got 1 on the progress meter. And I'm going to open 3. And those counted. It's something about the opening doesn't allow me to rack up the way I kind of expect to be able to rack up there. And I don't know if that's by design or if that's some like error in the system in computing. Because it's not like the exception is listed on the object that we picked up. On the item. The scroll. Last time we had one of these, clear 100 cells, we took damage halfway through. And it was mostly because I was playing fast, because that's generally how I play Minesweeper. And that was pretty stupid. And we are in far more dire straits at the moment. Like, we need this health. That helps. That gets us, I think, out of one-shot territory. How hard does this level hit? Up to 5. No, we're still within the realm of being blasted straight out of here with 1 mistake. Let's not do that. Let's be good at this. We are good at this. Excellent. Let's take this. Not an omen, please. $12 is fine. We have another shop to go to. Let's take the money and finish. Did I leave something? What is this? Must have been an important level to clear. Oh, that was just a sign. Dude, we got the Vanguard. Gonna be a fancy dungeon man next episode. Another special stage. The library is where we learned more about a type of item, I think is what happened last time. I wonder where our counter is at. I forgot to look at the scrolls thing. We're pretty close to this too, but that doesn't matter right now. Let's go here. And research something. Research killing. That seems good. Revealing even seems better. Honestly, getting a defensive item right now and then getting more defensive items in the future would be pretty solid, I think. Yeah, let's research this item and see what we get for it. Souls equal to your defense and gain defense equal to your lives. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Let's jump in this level and use it. Although, if we wait a little bit longer, we could have a whole lot of defense. What does it say we gain? Souls equal to defense. And defense equal to your lives? Wow. So that would be 5 more defense immediately, if I'm not mistaken. So what is this mod? Trusty, solvable without guessing. That's actually... oh, because it's the trusty dungeon. So we can get hit pretty hard here. But... I'm going to zoom out real quick. Pay attention to the load time here. I think it's interesting. Yeah, usually there's a little bit of a hesitation thing. It's almost like after you click, the game figures out how to make it solvable for you. So you have 28 more, and then we're going to get a bump here. But see, the thing is, this advantage... Let's do it right now. It's not going to... It'll be fine to do right now. So we've got 5 defense permanently. We talked about armor once before. These are wearable items that give you temporary defense. But the type of defense we just got is permanent. And I find to be one of the most important stats in the game. Basically, it takes all of the max damage danger out of the level. Now, we still want this to proc. We only have 9 more to go, so let's just play nice and slow and get that done. Because then we're going to be sitting very pretty for our second win in the series. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Feel very prosperous. We are up to 11 heart containers, and 9 of them are full. I'll be honest, this right here, that's a rare air right there. Feeling really strong about that. And now we have all this money. We were going to have a great shop coming up with 6 items instead of 3. And hopefully we'll find something pretty rad to pick up. Boy, at this stage of the game, it's almost like just buy yourself something nice. Treat yourself. We may do just that. There's that treasure. World Wonder. Spawn a landmark at the start of each stage, and whenever you discover a 5 or greater. A landmark is an object that cannot be collected, such as a sign. I am racking my brain trying to figure out how that one is helpful. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, the World Wonder is a no-brainer. I'm going to look at it. It's exactly the same thing it just said. Receive a shop item for free. The lyre is recharged. What is this? Rerolls a mod. If we don't like a mod on this stage, we can get rid of it. We are, I would argue, in a very strong position, as long as I'm not a fool and running through the levels. Oh, pardon me. 4. Dude, a sign. There are no bugs, only happy accidents. I have a grasshopper that would disagree. Alright, so nothing special. So all this money, man. All this money, all this health. We have a free item button. Clock me into some extra XP. Give me that token. Let's get out of here. Another shop is opened. We're backing up. We're going to open this shop. Let's see what we get. What is this? A golden apple. Gain 3 souls and lose all of your coins. This is ridiculous. Can we really do that again? I think we have to do this, right? Discover a 4 or greater, spawn a familiar. This would be fun. 3, flag a monster when you begin a stage. We'll probably buy this because it's cheap just to get it out so we can get one of these other items for free. Solve a random cell. Gain 3 copies of the next item you consume. Can I buy both of these? The extravagance is really fun. So basically, I want to use this 3 times and get 15 of everything. Can we afford it? 59. We can exactly afford it. So we're going to do that. Because it would be silly not to, right? Let's see if receive a random shop item for free. What is it? We've got the compass. Solve a random cell. Okay. I used the wrong thing. So 3 souls and lose all of your coins. Let's just keep using... Boy, what a mistake. Alright, we got that. What's this do? Discover a 4, spawn a familiar. I don't think we need it. I want this golden apple. Gain 3 souls. So we're doing that. And then do this. Oh my god. This is the most health by far that I've ever had. I mean, landslide amount of health right now. We don't have any money, but we can go to the next shop and get a free item. I'll be honest, though. Bring it. Hits for 6. We're blocking for 10. So we can take 16 misclicks and survive. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. This is a blessed run. We're marking things. We're dropping signs. Nothing is real. The game understands what is going on right now. Let's zoom in a little bit. Alright. It's time to settle in and not die. And we have a lot of safety in place, but we'd rather not burn through all of it immediately. I'll be honest, though. This is kind of a jammed board. I guess I could have used the lyre to make it easier, but we've got a couple levels coming up. Let's use the compass. I think that was helpful. I don't know. I'm trying to stick to logic. This was a stupid guess. It didn't help me clear anything. Why is this such a mess? Okay. So we took 1 damage, as was expected. These are guesses. Ooh, dude. We gained a wish pool because of something. Spawn a landmark when you discover a 5 or greater, and this landmark is a wish pool. So we can click this right now and gain a minion, but when we clear 20 more cells, when we open 20 more, no mistakes, we'll get 2 minions. I think the value basically doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is another guess. This was a terrible corner. Thank goodness we are just an absolute tank right now and can straight up face tank all that damage. That's what we're looking for. Still gain 1. I haven't used wish pools a lot. I do not know if they recharge after you use them once. Let's open this. Reduce the current stage's max power to its min power? This is insane. We don't even need that, though. We have so much defense and so much health. We've been eating grapes all afternoon. What's really funny is if we would have used that triple item thing correctly with the grapes, we'd have even more HP and defense. Which, again, is completely irrelevant. It's just kind of hysterical that you could even swing it. So let's go to the wish pool and take a look. 3 minions. Yeah, let's take it. So, we've got 3 minions. If we take damage, it will deflect the damage, and I think that's how we're going to keep them for. We will pick up this heart. Simply because I think it's more valuable, even now with so much padding in our health, to be able to take extra hits. Because this is the time in the game where I might start getting a little lazy and playing fast and loose. Because I cannot be trusted. Alright, Sign, what did you say? Guaranteed nothing is real. We've got confirmation. Clearly not a clean level. We had to eat a few hits there. We have $4. Probably not great to go to a store. We use our free item thing, right? So what's the max to min? So this would be a 3-3. But we've got this other level. Let's just get through this one, and we'll decide what we want to do after that. Let's try it. Wow, that's not great. Come on. Come on. Oh, of course. So this is all guessing right now because we don't have an edge. Okay. Now we do. I'll be honest, the way that turned out was basically just luck. We picked up an Omen Blood Oil. When you enter a stage, increased its monster count by 10. Well, that's horrific. The good news is, we got an achievement. Great news. The other good news is, we only have 1 level left. And we can reduce it by 5. So that makes the omen a little bit less bad. So I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. Ooh, that was a good opening. We have no reason to not pick up health right now. I want the money. I'd love to go to the store and buy more nonsensical things. Because buying stuff is fun. I think I want... Nope. Is that wrong? It was wrong. 3, 4. So I hate this. Because it was just all guessing. I misplayed once, but after that it was guessing. And I'll be honest, if we didn't have this sweet setup down here, where we can just face tank, those kind of corners, if you don't have to, you know, I guess we could have gone with a different play, maybe gone minion heavy, so that we could try to get monsters who randomly move around on our behalf to clear the level for us. Maybe that corner is a little less punishing. But I'll be honest, it's Minesweeper, and I'm kind of used to clearing cells myself, and it's odd to give that agency away to an NPC. Well, this is odd. I feel like there's probably a way to solve this that I just am not aware of. So one of the problems with signs generating is that it takes away numbers when they're in the way. Like, there's no way for me to get rid of this, and I can't get a number here to help me try to solve this side. So we're kind of in another rock and a hard place. I'm going to look at my tools and see if there's anything we can do at the moment. A shop item for free is not going to help. Max to min. So we're going to use that on the last level, and it's not going to do anything because we have so much defense. It's kind of a pointless item at the moment. I just took a guess because I honestly didn't want to try to figure out this pattern up here. And I figured for the cost of 1 HP, it was probably going to become a solvable board for at least a few plays. I would really love to know. Yeah, that's not right. This sign was not helpful. So we're still face tanking in a big way. And I would like to stop, but I'm still in guess land. Monsters drop bones. Did you know that? I did. Boy, I'm also not getting very good luck on these guesses. What a gross puzzle. Do I really have nothing that helps? Okay. Holy smokes. I cannot believe that works. $20. I got a lucky break on that guess. 3, 4, 5, 3, 3. Hey! That could have been worse. We definitely chunked away on our health, but we've got stacks of health and stacks of defense, and that's kind of what our play was when the boards present difficult situations. Face tank it. Walk right through. More tokens. I will take them. We have $50. Kind of amazing. Let's go to this store. If we don't like anything, we have another store we can go to. Current stage's minimum power. So we probably shouldn't use this. I wonder if you have to use these objects. Reduce the current stage's max to its min. I wonder if you can use these in the level or on the menu select. It'd be nice if they had like a little modifier somewhere, like maybe next to the title, the Feral Fibers title, to tell you where you were supposed to use these items to gain its effects. Because I've used items like this in the wrong place before. What is the scroll? These are always really good. We don't need 3 defense. Discharges when you spend coins. Gain 1/10 of the coins spent as defense. Rounded down. We don't need that either. When you enter a stage, gain a random legendary. That's fun. Defense can reduce damage to 0. Whenever it does, you lose 1 defense. That's kind of hysterical. I don't think we need it. We've got 11 hits that we can take, individual hits. I don't need more money. Do I want this? Let's try this. This is really funny, but it's going to take up our mana recharge during the level. We're going to use this at the beginning of the level, but we want to be able to use this repeatedly in the level, so I don't want a 400 mana item randomly taking away mana charges from something I can actually use during the level. Especially for something like coins at the end of the run. I don't need that either. Let's just leave and go to the next one. We still have $43. We still have 6 items that we can choose from. What is this? Gain a defense if you are not injured. Interesting. Oh, if you're not injured. I wonder if that means that you're... Does it tell you if you hover over here each time you manually open a cell or cells? So it's not telling us what injury means, but I'm assuming that means that you're not at full health. So it's not going to be a helpful thing, and we really don't care about. Lose a life and gain 2 defense. Well, I tell you what, we've gotten a lot of items to bulk up our HP and our defense this run. For the next 100 turns, when you use a magic item, gain a minion instead of triggering its effect. I mean, we could do that, probably. Fortify when a minion dies. I don't care about that. Spending coins reduce the durability of this armor. No. Wait. So I could buy this for 32, and then buy this for 25, and then buy this for 22, or something like that, maybe? I don't think that would be helpful. Boy, I was really hoping to buy some things. None of these items actually matter. I think we're just going to leave with stacks of money. Let's get done. Alright, there's 2 stage mods. Cannot use consumable items. That's a problem. You must complete this stage twice. Let's re-roll. We've got a thing that re-rolls it. Am I mistaken? First off, selected stage. Reduced by 5. Alright, we did. And then... So it says current stage, not selected stage. So that makes me think you use this in the level itself. Solve a random cell. Rerolls mods on a selected stage. Let's try it. It went down to 1. We are so clever. Whenever you take damage, lose defense equal to the minimum power. So that's actually pretty bad. Well, we can face tank it for a little while. I still think it might have been better than the other. Playing the board twice might have been really, really rough. So we'll use this right away. That might be really ugly. We might have wanted to pick up more items for defense. That's kind of ironic, isn't it? We could have used this voucher too, and for some reason we just didn't. I guess I forgot I had it. Alright, let's do it. Don't have a choice. Let's get in there. I would like a bigger opening than our last one. Great. Do I want to deploy anything right away? So we are going to use the ferry. And let's make sure that did the thing we were thinking. Yep, down to 3. So now we can't get hit harder than 3. So then our defense is going to hold up for at least a couple of turns. I like this vibe. This music is vibing me just right. I don't actually know what's going on. This sign is in the way. I'm really not a fan of this item that makes signs spawn. Well, we're kind of stuck. Is there anything we can do about that? This is charged. So might as well use it. Let's just gain 3 minions. Solve a random cell. So I'm going to see if this will block the 1 damage. Solve a random cell. No, I don't think it did. I think we still lost health when we had these last time. So let's just use them all. Alright. So that's perfect. We did get 1. At least, no, we got 2. to solve cells that we actually cared about. That, I'll be honest, is kind of amazing. There were a lot of cells on this board that it could have randomly chosen, I think. Another 5, which is just going to garbage up the works even more. What is this? What does this say? Loot, an object that you can collect. Can I have this? Oh, does this mean I have to go to a... I think this means that I have to go to another level. I remember something about a warp before. Let's do it. Here we are. Do we still have the same... Oh, man! I thought it was going to take away that because of the thing it said. It's an unfinished level, isn't it? I really thought I was going to get rid of the stage mod. Hey, look, we got a token out of it. That's huge. Tokens are not a common pickup on these floors. Well, on regular floors. Maybe they're more common on this special floor. Anyways, now it's a power 4 instead of a power 3. But it did retain max power limit from the item that we used before we warped here. Maybe it just reset the board and made it a little harder. I'm not exactly sure what happened, I'll be honest. This is this. I'd love to not have to take a hit. Because -4 armor is really bad. I might end up actually losing the run because of it. And an ironic twist of fate. Well, we'll see how it pans out. I'm not excited about that. It's unlikely to be these. It is that one. So we lost 4 defense, which is severe. Hopefully that was the only unsolvable corner in this level. However, I doubt that's the case. We honestly should have actually... Boy, do we know this stage mod? We could have looked at the stage mod before we came into this level. And of course we made this foolish decision to make it even harder by resetting the level and increasing the power of it. This is on me. But hey, sometimes you feel like having a spicy meatball sandwich. It's like, oh, a spicy meatball might wreck me. I just had a brisket rice bowl for lunch today, and I had the same problem. Sometimes you just want to get kicked around a little bit with spicy. And I'll tell you what, he has this stuff, I think it's called Finadine. I believe it's South American. It's like a very spicy vinegar relish type thing that he just dumps over the rice. And it is blindingly hot. It's that type of heat that ends up right in the middle of your palate, like needles poking into your tongue. Kind of like how some like good spicy Thai food will do the same thing. But it wrecked me. I was wrecked after that one. I do like myself some spicy, but that... I'm actually thinking about dialing it back, how spicy I get it from that place. It has to be this one. Cannot be this one. Boy, I do not like the way the board is shaken out. Let's use our power. One of these two, not these two. That's helpful. That's very helpful. I can't believe that came into play in such a... Dude, a heart? Are you serious? I think we can take like 3 hits. I am spitballing on that one, though. I don't actually know. Supposed to be 2 of these 3 up here. This is pretty bad. We're coming to the point where we're gonna have to start guessing, and I really don't want to start guessing. It's probably this one, right? But that doesn't help us clear anything. So we have 2 of 3 here. We have 2 of 3 here. So we have a 1 in 3 chance of clearing a cell. And we have a 2 in 3 chance of marking a cell. But the thing is, if we choose to mark a cell, it's not going to help us clear anything else out. Like, it doesn't progress the logic chain forward. And that's what I really want to find. This is a 1 in 3 chance that we... Or 2 in 3 chance that we hit a clear. We hit a clear. Not this one. This is Still guessing at this point. It's one of these three. Alright, we got hit. We're down to 2 armor, which is bad. Bad news bears. It's one of those two, so not that one. It's one of these two, so this one. It's one of those two. It's one of these two. I'm giving us a coin toss on odds right now. Like, we have more than half the board clear. Do we have our... Nope. So this is still charging, and the reason it's taking so long is because this thing is also occasionally charging. Which we use to reduce the monster count, but then we reset the level. And I feel like that might have been the play that kills us. Nope, we can't do that. Because this is a monster. We have a 1 in 2 chance here. Do we think that if we guessed here, it would continue the chain down? Or do you think... Oops. Really wish I could scroll with the mouse wheel. If I guessed down here instead and worked my way up, would it be more likely to solve? I'm gonna go right here. Liar is fully charged. It does not help. Okay, so that helped us clear several things we couldn't, but we're stuck again. I'm really trying to make it through, guys. I don't know if we're gonna... I mean, it's the last level. Did not help. Must be an overworld to use. Hey, that's great. It didn't let me discharge it, so I can still charge my other item. So 2 of these 3 are bad boys. I'm just starting to guess. I'm getting a little impatient. 2 of these 3. 1 of these 3. 2 of these 3. Has to be this one. Cannot be this one. Found a chest. Make it good. Basic head armor. Put it on my body. Now, we have a temporary 5 shield. That is a very good pickup right now. And another... What is this? Are you serious? Ah, we have to use it in the overworld. That would have been perfect. Because then we could have gone back to just guessing like a fool. Taking 2 damage, every wrong guess, and just being done. We only have this many left. We only have 4 more. It's one of these 2. One of these 2. Could be the same one. It's not this one. It's 2 of these 3. It's probably not this one. It was a guess. 6. The world is full of mysteries. Did that just make a sign? No. Water boy spawner. Spawn a water boy. What's our active inventory slot? Sure. Welcome. Where are you? Oh, you're down here now. I mean, I don't really care. About that slot. So let's have a... We made it. Shabap. Give me that XP. Survive the ordeal. Now we have the Orko avatar. Respite's end on normal has been cleared. The Blight Puff Disciple of Punctuation is a little jealous of my accomplishments. Look at us go. So, we have rapidly ascended the XP. We're on level 15 already. As I said, as far as long as I was in the game, I'm a survivor. I got a little Chivo for that. New mastery. Begin the quest with an extra life. That sounds pretty good. Strangers activate 2 additional times. Okay. What's this? Another way is available for purchase. Oh yeah, that's the next quest line, I think. So let's clear this, because I don't like alerts yelling at me. Let us definitely pick up quest 3. Guys, that went so well. A quick sputtering and then back to business. So we have Exorcist 1. Destroying the first omen was pretty huge for us. And I'll be honest, from 5 to 6 HP, I'm not as excited about. I know that we're starting to rack up some of these tokens down here. I don't know what this redeem code is. Do you know? Enter the promo code below. I have no idea. I'm assuming that's like, maybe it's a way you can buy tokens if you don't want to grind. Which is fine. I'm not really motivated in that way. I guess if you were trying to get these ridiculous horsey icons. Oh, it's just an overlay on top of whatever one you are. That's interesting. I eventually want to get a special one of those, but I kind of want to save. I know that, so like the next Exorcist 2 is 20 tokens, and the one after that, there should be a 3. Will cost 30. So to unlock this fully is going to cost another 50, and we only have 57 at this point. And I'm a man of mechanics. If I'm going to spend money on something, I'd like it to do a thing and not just look a certain way. So we're probably going to hold off and keep leveling up. I have new cosmetics. We're going to be the Vanguard next time, and then the time after that will probably be the Orc, unless we keep unlocking things too quickly. We already skipped over the Human. I'm going to say it's a dungeon crawler. This dude looks like he belongs in a dungeon. Or maybe in an epic skyline while, you know, hobbits come by on canoes carrying the One Ring, you know, that kind of thing. Anyways, this has been another episode of Demoncrawl. Thanks for coming along. We will see you next time.